to my YouTube channel. I'll be showing you the pattern part of how I make this bag. And yes, this is our best selling bag, so you are going to see I will make it from scratch to finish. So firstly, the first one is 3. I'm using a very soft Kariboard here, and that is because I'm using a blackhead machine. I can also option for a thick one, but it will be a little bit hard to sew. So after the 3, you're going to measure 2. Then the next I'm going to measure is 6. After the 6, you're going to measure 4. Then after 4, another 6. So that means the front one, which is 3 and 2, they are the flap. The 3 is the flap, while the 2 is the top panel. Then for the length, we have 8.5. So let me go again. 3, 2. This one is 3, followed by 2, which is the top handle. Then followed by 6. Then another 4. Then another 6, which is the front body. Then the length is 8.5. So I use my ruler to bring out the shape after I am through measuring it. So this is how it looks like. I'm also going to attach the measurement in the caption. Okay, so the next thing after this one, after folding it, is the side. Now for you to achieve this, I'm going to use the measurement of our base, which is 4, and then our length, our height, which is 6. 4 and 6. So our 4 is the base, then our height is the 6. So first I'm going to measure 2 centimeter on my chipboard. I'm using a chipboard here to bring out the measurement. After 2 centimeter, I'm going to measure 4, which is the 4 of our base. Yes, measurement of our base. After 2 centimeter, I'm going to measure 4. Then after 4, I'm going to measure another 2 centimeter. So after measuring that one, you're going to divide your base by 2. But before that, let me rule out this 2 centimeter first, followed by 4, which is the measurement for the base, followed by another 2 centimeter. So after measuring that, I'm going to rule it out. Then I'm going to measure 2 from down part. Now how did I get the 2? The base, 4 divided by 2. If your measurement is 5, if your base is 5, you're going to use 5 divided by 2, which means 2 and the above. I'm using 4 here, so I'm going to use 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So I measured 2 here, then I rule it out, just like the one you see now. Yes. So after that, the measurement of our height, which is 6, will come in. Yes. For the height, we have 6, which is the body of the bag. So I'm going to measure 6. After the 2, I'm going to measure 6. So just go closely and watch me closely on how I read. So for this part, I'm measuring 6. I measured it from 1 because I don't want parallax away. So you can see that is 6. So going through, I'm going to slant it. How would I slant it? From that point to that point, yes. So I'm going to use a ruler to slant it. So by the time you slant it, the upper part will be 4. Yes, because we want the upper part to maintain 4, which is our base. I'm going to cut it out. So all those ones I cancelled, I'm going to cut out. So let us watch closely how I do it. So now I'm going to cut it out. But before that, let us go to the handle part. Okay, so you measure 13 by 1.75. That is 1 3/4. So after measuring 1 3/4 by 13, which is the handle of our bag, so you can see for the bag, the handle is really, really big. Yes. So I'm going to cut it out. So now this is how I cut the side. You can see I'm cutting out those parts. Yes, that I traced out. Then also going to cut the under parts. Look at this part I cut very well, because this is what will determine how your bag will be balanced. So this is how it looks like after that. So let's go to the next part, which is our D-ring. The D-ring measurement is 1. So I'm going to measure 1 by 3 for it. Yes. Though I did not measure 1 exactly, I just remove 0.1 from the 1. And that is because it will be easier for my D-ring to enter truly. So this is the inner flap, or some people call it the back flap. How did I get the measurement? I get the measurement from the flap, which is the cover of the bag. So from that 3 and 2, that is 5. So from that 3 to the 2, yes, that one, that point. So these are the measurements. That is the inner flap, which will be gumming with our leather. Yes, that's the leather. So you're going to put excess on both sides, all the whole sides. But the down part, we have more excess because we are sewing it to your line. Don't worry, you get it. So I gum everything without gumming the down parts. You get it later on. So then I glue everything together. I'm going to gum it. So while I gum, I want you to pay more attention to this side. I use excess of 0.75 on all sides of the allowance. Yes. And why I use it, because for people that are struggling with sewing with a blackhead, I'm going to use this method for them. Now, which method is that? The method is, instead of putting your leather on the Kariboard straight, you're going to fold it at the tip. So if you're having issue with my machine cannot sew it, you use this method I'm about to show you. Though I'm going to use the normal method I use, but I have to show you this method for the people that, so you can see I fold it in without putting it on the paper. You can see. So if your machine cannot sew, you should be able to sew it if you do this method. But I'm going to lose it now. I'm going to fold it in. So for people that their machine can sew it, just fold it in directly. If your machine cannot sew, use the first method there. So I'm going to fold everything round. Yeah, fold everything round. Why I fold everything round? I need to make sure it is well relaxed. Then you trim it. You're going to trim on both sides. So all your 4 parts, you're going to trim on it. Then after that, we're going to the next one. So while I trim, you're going to be very, very careful. So this is the final look of our bag. And then I will show you the PDF guide too. Thank you.